Welcome to Boggy Creek Life for another episode of Mail Calls and Grail Hauls. I'm your host, Cam Boggs. Get it? Boggs. Boggy Creek Life. Monsters. Bog Monster. Anyways. Episode number 24 on Mail Calls and Grail Hauls. And today we are bringing to you a reproduction of Yagher Classic #1, Frankenstein. Produced by Shadow Creations, Troy Naird, excellent guy over there. Got a chance to meet him at Wonderfest. Just a great man. Sculpted by Jeff Yagher. Not sure who casted this one, but it's supposed to have a new alternate head and resin flames, which I didn't have original production of the kit, so I don't know if that came with that or not. By the way, if you are returning to the channel, thank you very much for subscribing. And if you are new to the channel, what I do here is just a few things in the modeling hobby. Do some review, loosely termed. Starting to do a little bit of tips and tricks things with the little quickie episode. I've got one of those. Sometimes you'll just see some random painting stuff. It's all about my love for this hobby. So if you haven't, go ahead and please hit that like and subscribe button. I try to keep these videos short because I notice when you make them real long, nobody watches. With all that being said, let's get into it. All right, so first off, we got a nice, lovely box art here. This box art was by Dennis Lang, and it's a scene where the monster and the townsfolk were burning down the tower and all that. And you have a solemn face, and you have an angry head now. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's in the box. Alrighty. First off, we've got a set of directions. Always good. Especially if it's got, some of these wooden things. Well, they're not really wooden. They're made from resin, but they look like wood. And here we have... Yes, I've already opened this, I believe. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Certificate of Authenticity. Signed by Jeff Yagher. At least I think that. No, that may be Shadow Creations. That's Troy Naird. Okay. The genuine authentic certificate guarantees this is an original re-release by Shadow Creations. Alright. So it's just letting you know that it's like approved and all that. But it's not the original. What else we got? Alright, all the rest of its parts. I'm going to go ahead and get them out. We'll be right back. Okay, so you see what we got here. Pretty simple kit for the most part. There's nothing I can mock up together because this is just not made that way. This all needs glued together. Pinned, however you want to do it. First we got the base. Very nicely wood grain sculpted. Set up for easy paint and washes. It's Jeff Yagher and it's wood. So it's going to be great, You got all the different pillars. And like I said, Troy does make sure there's directions included, along with pictures of the build to help you out. Okay, we got these flames. I believe these flames are 3D printed. It looks like they got holes in the bottom where they drain them and support things. They came out pretty nice. And, you could either paint these up with some translucent paints, or I know somebody out there, if they haven't already, is going to wire lights into here. That's what I'm thinking, because there's plenty of places to hide wires. As according to the picture on the box, you have one main flame in the middle, and then 3 little flames in front of him on a cross beam. So, you'll be able to hide them wires going up them corner posts quite nicely if you wanted to. Alrighty, let's go ahead and check out the creature here. The monster, not the creature. That's the other guy. Comes mostly already all together. Very little cleanup. Beautiful sculpt. I wouldn't expect anything less from Jeff Yagher when it comes to a Universal Classic monster. Whoever casted this, great job. Like I said, very, very little cleanup. You know, got nice folds in the shirt. Does already have a hole there. So when you take your head, if you want to put a pin in it so you can switch them out, wham bam. And let's go ahead and look at the head since I got it up here. This is not going to be a very long episode at all, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and have a look at the heads here. This is the angry head. As you can see, Jeff Yagher never misses with classic Universal monsters. Beautiful sculpt, amazing detail. It's even got the jaw cocked a little bit. Just beautifully done. Very, very minimal cleanup. Not even clean up in the hair, because you know that's never much fun. But this is the classic solemn face. Spitting image of Boris Karloff. And once again, as usual with Jeff Yagher, the quality and the likeness are just spot on, excellent. Beautifully done. So you can see, you may want to pin this when you go to finish it. And like I said earlier, you know, to swap out your heads, there is already a hole drilled in the neck. So you can go ahead and pin those in if you want. You have to drill a pin in the head though. It's already in there. But they seat nicely. I think I may end up using the angry face on mine. Let's check out the hands here. The metal rod down the arm. Look at those veins and the texture in the skin. The posture of the hand. It's just stunningly done. As always by Mr. Yagher. See how it butts up against this. Pretty spot on. Maybe minimal putty, a little bit of Aves in there and just smooth it out and voila. Look just like a wrinkle in the sleeve of your coat. No problem. Look at the other one. Same deal. Pretty much perfect fit. Can't see any problems with it. This whole kit is just, you know, beautifully sculpted and casted. Once again, those veins, I can't get over them. They floor me. A little bit of flashing, but no big deal. You just maybe run your X-Acto through there. A little piece of sandpaper, boom, boom, done. The wood, you know, that's the back of it, so you're not going to be able to see that part. You know, maybe you can make like I might make like a backdrop with the tower behind it, kind of like the picture on the box. That would be cool, like the burning windmill. Okay, so there we have it. Look at a beautiful reproduction of Yagher Classic #1, Frankenstein. You can go ahead and find Shadow Creation. That's Creation with a K on Facebook. Troy Nair, just a great guy. If you want to try to get a hold of him and get you one of these, I don't know if they still have any left, but let's go ahead and get out of here. Okay, so that's our look at Frankenstein Yagher Classic #1, Reproduction by Shadow Creation. That's creation with a K, if you're going to look that up on Facebook. Troy Nayert, he's on Facebook as well, if you'd like to see if you can get a hold of one of these beautiful kits. Speaking of beautiful kits, I have another Jeff Yagher sculpture, Vlad, Floating Vlad Dracula from the '92 Bram Stoker's Dracula, where Gary Oldman portrayed Dracula, that when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving that away to someone within those 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you haven't yet, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, that way you won't miss any upcoming content. I try to keep it short. You'll even see with the tutorial videos, I try to kind of fast forward it. If you got any questions about anything, feel free to leave comments, ask. You can also go over to Facebook to Boggy Creek Studio. That's my page over on Facebook. You can go ahead and like that. I post stuff over there as well when videos come out and pictures. Sometimes it just, it's not YouTube worthy. Trying to think of any other news we got coming up, but no, I think we're good. I'm going to get back to building that ghoul. We'll do a couple little more tutorials with oil paints and stuff on that for the weathering. I'm really loving oil paint. I just started getting into it in the past year. It's really, really good stuff. Turns out great. Thank you, Maestro Saul Alvarez, for turning me on to that. All right. Well, until next time, be good to each other. Model on.